a nutty situation. If you don't know, Rihanna, she's working on her 9th studio album, I think. I don't know. She hasn't made anything good since, you can stand under my umbrella, Ella. That was, and then didn't she do, like, S&M or something? I know the song's called S&M. I don't know why she repeats herself so many times. It doesn't sound the best. But anyways, someone apparently wasn't a fan of the idea that she is going to be working on her comeback to the music industry. I think it's been over 10 years or something since she made an album. I'm not a historian, you guys. When it comes to the music industry, I had to look up if Michael Jackson dated any white girls. I didn't know about Lisa Marie Presley. I looked that up on the show. It was embarrassing. Anyways, what do we know about the singer Rihanna? Well, we do know that she owns a mansion, Beverly Crest, yes. It's just west of West Hollywood, north of Westwood, northwest of Beverly Hills. And it's not near the Santa Monica Mountains, but it's a little closer to the West Ridge Canyon Back Wilderness Park. Anyways, it's right next to Bel Air. If you know about Bel Air, the place. Her beautiful mansion, quite frankly. I looked at it. It's a nice property. It's nice enough. It's mid-century modern. It has like the big windows, and it's nice enough. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of the architecture style. I prefer a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest with you, a brutalist. I'm not gonna mind. Like a little bit more concrete. Or if you're gonna be living in South Central, not South Central LA. If you're gonna be living in South California, why not go with a Spanish Revival? Why not go with some nice little? You want it to look like you're in Mexico or something like that. But she chose the basic white bitch. It looks like some white bitch lives there. But anyways, a Sunday afternoon in Beverly Crest was shattered by gunfire this week as a woman allegedly targeted the home of pop superstar Rihanna and rapper ASAP Rocky. They live together? Are they married? Am I that dumb? Rihanna, husband. Rihanna is not officially married, but she is in a long-term relationship with American rapper and producer ASAP Rocky. Yeah, do they have kids? ASAP Rocky kids? ASAP Rocky, they have 3 children together. What the fuck are you doing? Born 2022, born August 2023, and born September 2025. Damn, so y'all have been making kids for a while? You've been in a long-term relationship and you say, okay, whatever. I'm just saying, those kids, they're going to eventually need to know who mom and dad are, you know what I mean? I'm not saying ASAP Rocky's bringing other women home. I'm saying that you got to have a clearly defined household. Otherwise, people are just going to go like, yeah, mom could eventually take off, dad could take off. There's no stability. There's nothing like holding that household together. And especially if you're getting shot at every other day, these kids are going to go crazy. At approximately 1:20 p.m. on March 8th, the suspect identified by the LAPD as 35-year-old Ivana Lisette Ortiz, I believe, reportedly pulled up to the gates of the $14 million mansion in a white Tesla. According to the police, Ortiz used an AR-15 style rifle to discharge up to 10 rounds from the vehicle. Damn! Striking the property's front gate and the RV parked in the driveway. At least one bullet reportedly pierced an exterior wall of the house. Shit. The situation was particularly harrowing as Rihanna was reportedly inside the home at the time of the attack. While initial reports were conflicting, investigators now believe the singer and her partner ASAP Rocky and their 3 young children were all present when the shots were fired. Miraculously, no injuries were reported, though neighbors described the sounds of the high-caliber gunfire as jarring and terrifying. These are, by the way, Beverly Crest, Bel Air, white people. They're not used to any noise besides them, suplexing their maid after she, scratches the tile in the bathroom. These are people who make the maid go grab a switch from the tree, kind of like your parents did back in the 70s and 80s. They're like, go pick a switch and you're getting three lashings. These are the types of people. I'm sorry, but it's true. And for the usually quiet, high-security neighborhood, exactly. See, that's exactly what the article says. Following the shooting, a police helicopter tracked the suspect's vehicle south to a shopping center in Sherman Oaks, where Ortiz was taken into custody without further incident just 30 minutes after a 911 call. As investigation is shifting to a motive, a disturbing digital trail has begun to emerge. Ortiz, a Florida native, of course, with a history of domestic battery, she traveled all the way across the country to make this this assassination. Damn, she's dedicated. She's got a history of domestic battery arrests. For a woman, that's impressive, quite frankly. If you're able to get your arms around your man, if you're able to, like, I don't regularly see women who have arms where you go, they could rape. But, like, there are some women where it's like they can rape. Those are raping arms. Those are holding down bitches' arms. And I think, based on the photos that I've seen of this woman, I think that she's exactly the type that I'm talking about. A recent psychiatric hold under the Baker Act, of course, had allegedly been posting erratic and threatening messages directed at Rihanna on social media for weeks. How did you not catch this? And how did the FBI? We know that you track us. We know you track everything we Google, everything we post, and then you track us. You track her. You do track all of us, but you tracked her making the drive all the way across California into the area where Rihanna lives, and you didn't manage to pin that. You didn't manage to drop a thing. You didn't catch the Al-Qaeda terrorists who did 9/11, so ladies and gentlemen, I don't expect them to catch anything. Or excuse me, the Mossad agents. As the investigation, what's it called? I already read this shit. She's currently, what's it called? One post dated February 23rd, she used a derogatory language to demand that the singer say something to me directly. In others, she made bizarre claims involving witchcraft. Ortiz is currently being held at the Century Regional Detention Center on a massive $10.2 million bail, facing charges of attempted murder. Have you noticed that they will not let anybody out? They'll be like, you killed somebody. You tried to kill a celebrity. $10 million bail. Meanwhile, you get that guy in Las Vegas who got no bail. He got no jail time, and he's on probation for beating up a one-year-old till it died, and it's literally, it had such traumatic brain injury, its retinas had ruptured. For some odd reason, we're giving people like that time on the streets, but just because someone was a little obsessed and fired an AR-15 at the home of a singer, just because of that, they get $10.2 million bail. That's ridiculous. You do not see rapists getting this high of bail. This is like, you can only get this if you like murdered your entire family. That's the level of bail that we're seeing here. Anyways, what do we know about this woman so far? Let's go.
Details tonight about the shooting outside of the home of Rihanna and AsapRocky. A 35-year-old woman from Orlando, Florida, is now in custody and booked for attempted murder. We have live team coverage in place for you tonight. Let's begin with NBC4's Alex was there live outside of Rihanna's home there in Beverly Crest. Alex.
Yeah, Michael, thankfully no one was hurt here. Police say Ivana Ortiz fired 7 to 9 rounds using an AR-15 style rifle at Rihanna's property. They fired while Rihanna, AsapRocky, and their 3 kids were inside the home. Now, the police made a quick arrest here, but I want to step out of the way because their investigation continues.
Do you think that the kids are allowed to call him dad, or do you think they're like, no, he is father figure. You do not call him dad. Like, if you're not married, what does your life, like, look like? Do they call them dad? Are you wife and husband? Like, what are you? Like, what does your life look like? I know that people are going, why do you care? Why do you care about their child's stability? I don't care about their child's stability. I'm just asking questions. You know what I mean? And if they don't like the fact that I'm asking questions, maybe they shouldn't live a lifestyle that's questionable.
You can see the road is still blocked off right now as they look into this shooting at the home of one of the most famous families in the world.
They ain't the Smiths.
LAPD detectives returned to Rihanna and AsapRocky's home one day after police say 35-year-old Ivana Ortiz fired gunshots at the pop star's property.
Our criminalists are going to...
This girl looks like she works hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She looks like she grew up with brothers. You know how some women, they just give off the inflection that they grew up with the brothers were not influenced by their femininity whatsoever. You'll see that sometimes where, like, the brothers will be influenced by them a bit, the girls will be influenced by them. This girl, she grew up getting her head stuck in the dirt. She grew up, like, fighting. She grew up she grew up on the res, you know what I mean? Like, Indian leg wrestling and shit. Fucking shampooing her hair in a lake, you know what I mean? She looks like a tough bitch.
Be doing some trajectory analysis. They're going to need the street.
NBC4 investigates learned Rihanna, AsapRocky, and their 3 kids were inside their Beverly Crest home when the shooting took place around 1:30 Sunday afternoon. Police say Ortiz fired gunshots at the front gate using an AR-15 style rifle.
Westfield unit, shooting just occurred. 10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate.
LAPD arrested Ortiz 3 miles away at the Sherman Oaks Galleria. Back at Rihanna's Beverly Crest home, a Hollywood tour van
It's Rihanna.
stopped by by to check it out.
First of all, we love Rihanna. We pray for her, and we pray for all the celebrities that they're respected, and we do respect their privacy, even though we drive past their houses.
Tourists on board were surprised to learn the news.
To come and invade their privacy, their safety, and their private space, it's just horrific.
It's just horrific to invade people's private space. You say as you ride a car that says, "Hey, Jimmy Fallon lives here. So and so lives here. So and so lives here." You pigs. I've never understood celebrity worship culture. Like, if you pay for a tour of the stars, you get to look at Nicolas Cage's house. If you pay for one of those, you're goy slop, peak goy slop. If you're idolizing these whatever. We'll cover more Oscar shit when we cover Timothée Chalamet and his pretty face.
I think people should be respected at their home.
After the shooting Sunday, News Chopper 4 shot video of several bullet holes on the gate outside the home. By this morning, those bullet holes were covered up.
And as you look live here in Beverly Crest, the road where the shooting happened, again, the police continue their investigation right now. We still don't know the motive, if this was random or if this person specifically targeted ASAP Rocky or Rihanna. We did reach out to reps for both of them, but we didn't hear back. We did not see them out in the neighborhood today.
Yeah, after your home has been shot at, for sure, that's a day that you want to be walking around outside. You don't want to be sitting at home with your kids, who are definitely, shaken up by this. God forbid. I feel so terrible for the children who were in that house, admittedly. You know what I mean? I already feel bad enough for them that their parents can't figure out what their relationship is. You know what I mean? They can't, you know what I mean? It's like weird. It's like ASAP Rocky. Are you dad or whatever? It's like, what are you? What are you guys? Are you guys in a relationship even? You're allowed to do whatever you want. But if you're at the point where you're having 3 kids with somebody and you're not getting married, or at least you're not even like engaged, you're not interested, there's no talks about it. It's like, that's a questionable way to live. It's like, is he polyamorous on the side?
Who was arrested here. I want to send it over to my colleague, Karma Dickerson.
I like how out of the shooting and their marital status, that's the thing that's interested me more. Because admittedly, there's nuts out there, and we really shouldn't give a shit about this any more than we would somebody shooting at some teacher in Iowa's house. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's a nut. And maybe she hated the grade that the Miss Valansky gave on her grade. I'm gonna fucking kill that bitch. She gets in the car and then she blasts she grabs her dad's gun that he uses for hunting when he gets a chance to go up to the big country, Montana or something. He takes a trip with his buddies at work, and she grabs her dad's hunting rifle and then shoots at her bitch ass teacher's house and drives off. The Iowa state police, they eventually pull her over after a long chase. This is like no different. Just because it's Rihanna, just because she sang Under My Umbrella, Ella, just because of that, people care. I don't, and I don't understand the people who do. Whatever. It's cool. It's fun. It's something for me to talk about and fill the time, quite frankly. Go.
Yes, Alex, coming to you from the Sherman Oaks Gallery, and that's about 5 miles from where you are right now. Thousands of miles from where the woman was recently living in Orlando. Now, it's not clear, as you mentioned, why exactly she found herself allegedly at the home of Rihanna, ASAP Rocky, and their children, allegedly firing into that home. But it is clear that, at least in some context, Rihanna was on her radar.
Proceed over white Tesla as you went on Coldwater.
Bullet holes from a rifle in the megastar's front gate.
10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate.
A manhunt, then an arrest outside of a popular mall.
Are you guys getting over to Alyssa's depot at the Sherman Oaks Mall?
The details surrounding the Sunday afternoon shooting at superstar Rihanna's home are worrisome and bizarre. Police say this Florida woman...
She was a shit shot, by the way. She's, like, really bad. You had a clear, open view of the house, and you only managed to hit the gate. Shit shot, for real. Like, she should have gotten her boyfriend to make the shots.
Ivana Ortiz is responsible.
You ain't messing with me.
That's her.
You ain't messing with me. She's exactly the type. She's exactly the type that I was predicting. She's got the Utah cut a little bit. She's powdered her face with makeup. She, doesn't look natural whatsoever. Very Mar-a-Lago-y.
Ivana Ortiz is responsible.
You ain't messing with me.
That's her in a social media video February 27th. What prompted Ortiz to allegedly shoot at the entertainment, beauty, and fashion mogul's house while she, her partner ASAP Rocky, and their 3 children were home is unclear. But according to some of Ortiz's social media accounts, Rihanna was on her radar. Ortiz referencing or tagging Rihanna in several disparaging social media posts.
This is going in the camera. This is going online.
Though the meaning wasn't always clear. She also made negative references to Cardi B and Kim Kardashian. She doesn't appear to have been in LA for long. The 35-year-old is a speech pathologist according to her social media profiles.
Damn.
She lists herself as the owner of Orlando Speech Clinic. A company and woman of the same name have an active registration on a Medicaid provider system.
Okay.
A February 19 social media post seems to show her at work in that job. However, she also has 2023 arrests in Florida, including one for misdemeanor domestic violence battery. According to the police affidavit, the officer found Ortiz to be the aggressor.
Wow.
Now that Ortiz, the accused in this case, is being held on over $10 million bail. We did reach out to the LA County DA's office to find out if she has been charged formally. Earlier today, they said they had not yet received the investigation from the police. Reporting live from Sherman Oaks, Carmen Dickerson, NBC4 News.
Thank you, Carmen Dickerson. I hope that I said your name right. Fallout from the shooting has seen the Fenty mogul reportedly freaking out and immediately ramping up her private security detail. Smart girl. Sources close to the family say Rihanna has temporarily left Los Angeles, her Los Angeles residence, and even postponed an upcoming photo shoot as the process of the traumatic event has, sat with her. While the LAPD's robbery homicide division continues the analysis of Ortiz's background, the incident has reignited the national conversation about safety of high-profile celebrities and the ease of access to high-powered firearms. Of course, because that's what everybody wants to make the conversation about. Not the fact that she's a nut. That's okay, ladies and gentlemen. I think